Before we get started, I just want to say I am not including Thursday for this week's box office numbers. Why? Because Thursday was not a weekend day. It was a weekday with a holiday on it. Also, I was too drunk to even count Thursday as being anything but a headache. Yeah, try that one. Cue title scene. Before we get started, this week's video is brought to you by Dan's Red Hot Sauce. Because nothing gets you over a hangover faster than feeling your mouth burn to death. Now, without further ado, welcome to Box Office Numbers, where I, Kevin Jones, give you the top 6 movies in America and tell you how well they did and why. So, without further ado, let's get things started. First up, coming in 6th place, White House Down. Wait, that means Man of Steel is dead. No! Anyways, White House Down made $13 million. Now that is money. Then, coming in 5th place, World War Z. Wait, that means Brad Pitt is still alive. No! With $18.2 million. Coming in at number 4, Monsters University with $19.59 million, which means that the monsters are dying and so is Pixar. Yes! Then, number 3, The Heat with $25 million, which means, as usual, Sandra Bullock is staying alive. Number 2, The Lone Ranger with $29 million. What could be better than that? $29 million on an opening weekend, and with Johnny Depp screwing up the whole movie, what could possibly do better than that? Coming in at number 1, Despicable Me 2 with, wait a sec, $82 million! Ah! That actually hurts. Okay, clearly something crazy happened this weekend, because there is no way a popular, one of the most legendary cowboy franchises of all time could lose out to Talking Corn Puffs. Or can it? But before we get to that, let's start off with the other 4. White House Down. It beat out Man of Steel because God knows it couldn't beat critics' opinions. Now the thing is that with this film, it's got the sexy, the awesome Jamie Foxx, and Channing Tatum. Yeah, a little reverse there, huh? The thing about this movie is that it's new, it's fresh, in that it came out a few months ago, but since it's rated PG-13 and it has Channing Tatum, there's a bunch of dumb 13-year-old girls who keep coming to see it and talking during the whole movie, and tweeting, and taking pictures, and leaving halfway through, coming back with snacks, and then getting it all over the place. This is why I grew up. World War Z. This film, I think, right now is the top film on Earth. Granted, I assume it's actually Despicable Me 2, but World War Z has just now done a commercial where they say they're the top film on Earth. What can I say? I guess the end of Earth helps Earth. Now, the reason for this is because everyone loves zombies. Sort of. Interestingly enough, a bunch of Iraqi filmmakers were brought to the United States a few weeks ago, and they were brought to see World War Z. And interestingly enough, they said that the film basically, once again, propagandized it that the whole world is just waiting for America to save the day. Is this true? Is this wrong? Is it true because they took the story of humanity's survival against a coming apocalypse and just turned it into a chance for one overrated actor to use it for just getting himself some summer movie star power? Totally. Then, Monsters University dropped 3 places in 1 week. Take that and suck it, you giant blue cat dog monster thing. Actually, I don't want to suck it. That would be scary. But it's done. It's over. Sort of. This is still a popular movie. It's still doing well. But realistically, with kids, you know, it's just until they've got something else to buy and put on the screen. That's why you tend to see kids films like this drop fairly quickly when you're at the time of the year where kids movies just keep coming out and keep coming out and keep coming out. How will this fare against anything else? Who knows? Realistically, we'll probably drop a place or two this weekend with the awesome Pacific Rim coming out. But chances are it might hang around a few more weeks. It's hard to tell as people think about the movie more and probably start hating the movie a bit more. Then, The Heat! Keep it up, comedies! Yo, keep it up, star power! Yo, keep it up! It's just a fun little entertaining movie. It's, didn't see it, but from what I've heard, you know exactly what's going to happen, but it's still funny. People on Independence Day, you know, the people who don't have kids and the people who aren't really into action, which you'd be surprised how many of them out there, this is just a fun comedy to go to. Interestingly enough, most of these people are women, which is the only thing that matters in this movie. So, yeah, there you go. Then, The Lone Ranger. He was basically an American icon in his legend. Lived on with comic book interpretations, TV shows throughout the decades, the world's most famous Western-themed music, and a legendary horse. And what happened? In 2 hours, Johnny Depp succeeded in taking this beloved American franchise, covering it in gasoline, lighting it on fire, and then when that fire has stopped burning, pissed on it. I don't care if that's dark imagery, and I don't care if you think I'm overreacting. He ruined this film. This film really had the potential to be something great, a revival or a bit of a reboot for Western movies, put Armie Hammer into the stardom, give Native American actors a chance to really break out, because realistically, even though I'm sure there'll be people who will disagree with this, well, there aren't a lot of really established Native American actors. You got guys like Johnny Depp who pull out Native American origin out of their ass, but realistically, there aren't a lot of them who we really know about. I thought this was a great opportunity to introduce some new talent in a way that isn't done that much, but instead, nope, they just decided to go with the same old dreary dimwit they always do. Pirates 5, you are doomed. And finally, Despicable Me 2. In a summer that was won by Iron Man, kind of lost by Star Trek and Superman, we get our next true big winner, and this time around people aren't being disappointed. Yeah, Despicable Me 2 is a cute, adorable, fun family film that I don't want to see, because even though everyone claims the Minions are great, I have a feeling it will annoy me. But realistically, it works for a lot of people. A lot of people say the Minions were the great part of Despicable Me 1. So what have you mostly been seeing about Despicable Me 2? The Minions! I know next to nothing about this movie apart from what's in the trailer. You know, you can tell he's going to work with Kristen Wiig. You can tell now he's going to be a hero, and he's got to hunt down a spy who keeps changing actors, because whoever made this movie has no clue what the hell they're doing. But other than that, it's the Minions. It's all the little joke commercials they do with them. It's the song parodies. It's everything. It's the fact that half the trailer is nothing but them jumping around in this weird Rube Goldberg situation of how they end up helping Bold Guy. What can I say? That's how it works. This film has marketed itself perfectly by taking advantage of the aspect that, for the most part, across the board, worked for everyone. Didn't really work for me that well, just because it didn't. But that's not something I hold against you for liking it, or for liking the story. I heard the story is also very good. Another draw-in. People are seeing this film who don't have kids. And that is, not gonna lie, it's actually still kind of weird. But hey, it's fun and it's entertaining, and where your only other big opening film this week basically turned off half the country, well, you know, that's what you get. This film, I mean, again, that is probably the biggest jump I've seen while doing this from price margins. But that's what happens. It's word of mouth, and it's every kid in the country liking the last one, and every parent just wanting to bring the kid there to shut them up and actually finding that they enjoy this movie. That's how it works. Now, the only question is, will this win the summer? Probably not. It's probably still going to be Iron Man 3. But a lot of people are saying this and Man of Steel would be your other big toppers. Realistically, Man of Steel probably won't be the biggest topper of the year at this point, but let's see how things fare up against Pacific Rim coming up this weekend. If you talk to me at any point over the past few weeks and ask me what film do I think is going to win the summer, I was going to say Pacific Rim. Iron Man 3, just the minute the film came out, poison spread and it turned people off. Star Trek, most people don't even remember or care about the 2009 one anymore. Man of Steel had a lot of crazy over-the-top action. I just figured Pacific Rim, it would be so original it would work, but now I'm seeing these numbers for Despicable Me 2, and I don't know. Pacific Rim, I have no doubt, will knock out the other four just fine, but can it take on Despicable Me 2? Does Pacific Rim winning have a chance of saving the concept of original movies instead of just sequels and reboots and big franchises? Well, this will become a big franchise, but let's see. This week, very interesting, and a crucial moment for 2013 box office.